What makes an 18-wheeler accident case different than any other typical run-of-the-mill car accident cases? Well, let me give you an example. I've got a few children at home. Let's just say I walk through the door and one of the smaller ones comes and tries to tackle me. Now, if she's really successful, she might be able to hurt me a little bit, maybe knock me over because she's super excited to see me. Versus, say, let's just say I walk through the door and a football player is super excited to see me and run over and try to tackle me and run me down. Now, there's clearly a big difference here, that the amount of damage that a little girl, 6-year-old little girl, is going to be able to do to me versus a full grown man that is in excellent shape and is going to be able to do a lot more damage to me, especially if they're able to tackle me and make me fall to the ground. This is similar to a car accident. If a random car hits you, that car is going to be able to do some damage. It's probably going to hurt you. And sometimes they can do some serious damage to you. But this is a whole order of magnitude difference than what an 18-wheeler is capable of doing. And the law implicitly recognizes this. Someone who drives an 18-wheeler has certain requirements that they have. What's called a CDL, a commercial driver's license, that the average person does not have. They have to go through additional training in order to make sure that they are competent and capable of driving that 18-wheeler. Because what they're effectively driving is a huge hunk of metal that could do a serious amount of damage to the average person, no matter what vehicle you're driving. They're also going to want to make sure that this person is taking all the necessary steps and precautions to be safe, because they are entrusted with something important. They're entrusted with one of the backbones of American commerce, an 18-wheeler driver, which they are important, but they are still trusted with that. And that is because they can do serious harm should things go wrong. And when things go wrong, they go really wrong. Unlike in a car accident, when things go wrong, yeah, people get hurt. But with an 18-wheel accident, you're looking at serious bodily injury or death oftentimes, to the point where it justifies the level of care and the higher standard that we expect from 18-wheeler drivers. So that, on one level, the capability and potential for harm and damages are way higher with an 18-wheeler accident. Now, looking at this from also my perspective and potentially your perspective, I get clients in here sometimes sitting there asking me, why is my check not higher? And I have to explain it to them like, look, your check could be higher, but you got hit by some random Joe Schmo. That Joe Schmo's insurance policy is much less than what an 18-wheeler is going to be at. You're not going to look at a huge dollar amount for the settlement because the insurance policy just doesn't support it. But an insurance policy from an 18-wheeler, it definitely supports it. And the availability for coverage there is much higher than the availability for coverage for the average driver.